David's backyard. This is David Fox, and this here is New River, Arizona. We are out here today on the trusty 2021 KTM 390 Adventure. Now the 390 Adventure comes factory with TKC 70 tires. Now that's a tire that I've been running on my adventurized Duke for a while now, at least the 70 Rocks tire, I should say. So today we're out here busting up the 390 Adventure, trying to see how close it is in comparison to the adventurized 390 Duke. We're also playing with tires, right? So we have the TKC 70 all the way around on the Duke or on the Adventure. Then we have the TKC 70 or 80 Rock. Goodness, I can't even talk. TKC 70 Rocks here in the rear, TKC 80 up front right here. So we just got done taking I-17 down to New River Road. We hit some twisties up. We then came into a turn track out here in the desert near that big cactus over there. We then ripped some dirt roads. We did some rocky, gravelly hill climbs. Yeah, the 390 Adventure is a pretty wicked little machine. So David rides a KTM 300 two-stroke. Now, you've never been on an adventure bike, but you have had street bikes in the past.
Yeah.
How do you think this bike's running today?
Dude, I'm blown away with suspension. I mean, riding a street bike in the desert, what more can you ask for? It's amazing. It's amazing. Really awesome.
So we've been swapping back and forth between the 390 Adventure here and the 390 Duke. Dude, the jumps that we were just hitting were pretty wicked. We got this thing about 3 feet in the air, so stay tuned for that on the full video. Again, we're just out testing this thing, putting it through its paces. One thing I can notice about the motor already differently is the Duke does have a little bit more horsepower and a little bit more torque. Now the torque I really noticed. When you start to let the clutch out on the Duke, man, it just lurches forward versus this one feels a little bit hesitant, if you will. I don't know if that's due to the traction control that this has. It's turned off, but I don't know if that's because the motor still has that traction control idea kind of in it, and it wants to slip the clutch a little bit instead of this one here that like grabs like you just, put an eraser down a piece of sandpaper. But overall, man, these bikes are ripping it. It's a lot of fun. It's only about 95 degrees today, so we're like in a cool spell right now. It's about ready to get up to 113 to 117 this week. I can say that on the two bikes, I like the wider profile tire on the Duke. I get a lot more traction when I turn on the power than I get out of this skinny tire back here on the Adventure. As far as ergonomics go, dude, the Adventure ergonomics that they did on this thing are primo. Your legs come down at almost a 90 degree, feels really, really good. The cockpit feels awesome. If you look at how high the bars are up off of the, see where the seat is, so the distance between the seat and the bars, you get a really nice feel back there behind the bars in the cockpit. That display is really easy to read when riding down the road. The shift light on that definitely yells at you a little bit more than the shift light over here on the older Duke cockpit platform. You can see I put a set of dirt bars on this, and they sit up a little bit higher, a lot higher, I should say. About an inch in the actual clamp, and then about an inch and a half in the bar rise. So the seating position on that is pretty decent as compared to other Dukes. But the ergonomics on the Adventure, man, they just have that thing dialed. Super, super comfortable. Seat's good. Now, another thing I did notice is the seat on the Adventure is a lot wider right here, or the bike itself. So the 33-inch seat height, yeah, it's 33 inches, but it's also wider. So I tippy-toe on this bike, whereas I flat foot on the 30-inch seat height with a much, much narrower seat platform. Definitely apparent when riding the two bikes. Overall wheelbase, the wheelbase on the Duke's a little shorter, so it flicks a little better when we're out there hammering the twisties. That was apparent as well. I don't know if that has to do with the 17-inch rear front tire, the short or front wheel, or the wheelbase shorter, or the 19-inch front that we have over here, and a slightly longer wheelbase. But I mean, overall, ground clearance on the Adventure, it seems to be appropriate. I mean, we haven't really bottomed it out, and we've been on some pretty rocky terrain, guys. Yeah. This little hill climb is kind of fun. Anyway, it's about time to get back on these bikes. We're gonna head that way into the desert. We're gonna find a huge, deep sand wash to be able to put the tires to the test on. And yeah, a lot of fun. Hey Dave, you mind holding this while I get it closing? Hey guys, I really appreciate you guys following the channel and all the stuff you do. If you saw this, please give it a thumbs up. The algorithm loves it. And if you haven't already, about 5% of you are subscribed to the channel. Please hit that subscription button and the notification bell so you can be notified when cool, Friday ride videos like this take place. Anyway, I'm pretty stoked to be out here. Pretty stoked to be able to be riding these bikes, to be able to making content for Moto City and for the Mini Bike channel. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you get out and ride, and I hope you do it safely. I'm Kyle Bradshaw. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace. And where do we end? Oh, sorry guys. I turned it off, but I can't see where the exit is.
Arizona
And
sun.
where's the exit button?